cleaning fluid that they can consistently use is actually like very stingy and poison. I see it as poisonous, like an ingredient in trying to make people sick. I don't know if the people who have to use it pick up on it, or if they just assume they have to use it, or who came up with the idea to use that poison. But it can make someone throw up. That's how bad that is. So remember the days of like Carpet Fresh, and you had a light citrus, really pretty smells you put in the carpet, or even the citrus cleanser that you can put in water to do your floors with and stuff. And that's more pleasant as opposed to this old school Italian ivory soapstone, harsh, it's almost like they would, burn your throat and everything. So anyway, I'll just, it's like Twitter, just sort of say it right out there. That's what's going on here. So I'm kind of curious who's behind trying to make people feel sick. And if you're not sure where to go, or you don't want to spend money to move until you're completely ready, it's like you're kind of stuck having to put up with all kinds of crazy things going on, and you're not sure who's really, to blame, because you don't know why things are unfolding the way they unfold. Like, who's responsible? Is there a puppet master in the sky? Or who's creating belief systems among certain people? So forth and so on. Infectious waste. I wonder, did American Red Cross move its headquarters? Because it used to be all the way over on like 23rd or whatever. And we noticed the signage was down. Did they move over here to the SEPTA offices and stuff? Maybe. I didn't look it up, but hazardous. That sounds like pretty much the cleaning fluid they use, at various spots around the city. And it's like, that is killer. Like, people could die either using it to clean or having to smell it all day long, like whether at work or at home, in like an apartment or a condo building where they have people hired to do everything. So can you imagine? The funny part is I did a paid research study with Monel, and I joked about it a long time ago for my other channel, but they put a retractable leash on a vest that you're supposed to wear while you use a specific cleaning fluid, and you do this all day long. It was like paid out like $250, and like you're supposed to clean things in this small quarters room, almost like a dorm room. And I thought it was funny, retractable leash, because some people do think people are handled a little too much, and they could be handling people who are in these positions like full time. So, it's a pretty rough job to have. I totally get that. Totally been there. My mom had to clean to earn extra money on top of the job she already had. So, and because there's, people are too piggy out there in step land. So, anyway, but while I was doing that, like 3 or 4 different people would be on. So like you would be in this room with a little tray window, almost like a prison, like they would put like food through. They didn't do that, but they would put like a washcloth and a tray in through this little slot. And then like for 20 minutes you would clean the room, and then they would, you'd have like 4 sessions of that, then they would switch the person, do another 4 sessions. And the cleaning fluid was kind of funky. It had it wasn't the worst thing on earth. It's pretty bad, the ivory stone stuff that I smell on the streets and in the building where I live. But the funky stuff, it's doable, but all day long, it's like, so whenever I pick up on the funky aroma again, which I did this past week at a house where I'm staying, I was like, that smells like the Monel stuff that they use for that research study. So anyway, I did that all day long. I almost quit like through the 3rd quarter of this paid research because they brought someone in who might naturally agitate people. She was like Russian or like Eastern European, and I was like, I want to go home so badly. And they said, if ever you feel like you need to leave the paid research, just leave and they'll pay you up to the point that you stayed. So you could get like a half or 2/3, but the little voice, that tells me what to do all day long was like, no, stay, don't go, collect the full amount of money, don't let them try to scare you off and this, that, and the other. So I stayed, and sure enough, they brought on a long hair sensitive guy, and he made everything better. So the last quarter, say, of a 4-quarter game of a, and I was glad I stayed because he fixed everything in the end. I felt much better, and I still collected the $250 or however much money it was. And this was during a time period when I was still looking for work or what have you. Anyway, point being, cleaning fluid is a theme in gang stalking. I made a joke a long time ago about being in that position, and it was a little bit funny. You can try to make it funny, but point is, anyone who subjects themselves to that study is wound up like on like a kind of retractable zipline leash thing stuck to a vest, and then you go around the room trying to clean things and you're attached to a retractable leash. And it's like, what if they're exposing people who actually treat people as if they're on a retractable leash in certain positions? Can you imagine people having that mentality? So anyway, which way should we go? Are we going to... I needed to get water, so we're kind of walking out here. So we'll head on down. I was trying to figure out how far I wanted to go. I don't know if I could go to Love and get, I was going to get a hoagie from Love Food, or I usually get their frozen patties. They're $5 for like 3 patties in a pack. And they have chipotle and black bean, so the black bean ones are better because they have like a spiciness or a sweetness also. So go this way. Your Philly's like go this way. Which way? Right. Double coverage are gone for 2. Panda Express. Happy Lunar New... I forgot it's a Lunar New Year, and also I think it's the year of the snake. Ooh, I don't like that, you know. So, I like it when it actually talks and says, wait. But it already turned green, so. Alright, which way? Go straight.